Grand Rising. Hopeful that you are well and blessed and feeling ready for your day. I wanted to speak to the warriors. So I will give you all some time to find your way in. And as such, we'll then engage a little deeper into this conversation. But yes, this conversation is for the warriors. And I'm not speaking to the warriors from the brute strength of the word. I'm speaking about the idealized, virtue, purpose, love-driven warriors. If you see yourself as a virtues, purpose, love-driven warrior, then it's you that I'm talking to. And so, for those of us who are convicted by our heart, convicted by love, to move in a certain way, greetings, sis. If you are convicted by your heart and you have found that when going through challenges and difficulties where you have had to choose yourself over and over again, or choose love over and over again, you warrior, I see you. You're my people. And there are those who cannot bear the idea of war. There are those who would laugh and scoff at the idea of people like ourselves being warriors. How can you be a warrior? You're not a warrior when we are the highest representation of that energy. So, for my brothers and sisters of the light who understand what it means to wield the sword of truth, who understand the shield of justice, who walk in the light of truth, who are carried and sustained by the conviction of our heart, I want you to know that I see you, that I understand you, that you are me and I am you, and we are simply doing what we have come here to do, as we've likely done. I don't know. But I like to think that this energy that I carry is something that is timeless. And so I like to think that. And thereby, I recognize that this energy is likely all that I have ever been. A warrior. A warrior for truth, justice, righteousness. And when I recognize those who would use their warriorship to bring harm to the other, I mourn for them. I mourn for the warrior who uses their power and their sword to bring harm. There are times when the warrior must stand and off with their heads. We know this. If you're a warrior, you know. There are times when you must stand. It's a toll on the warrior, though. There are times when you would wish that the people would simply rise. And in the light of them making their own choice, you still have to stand. You have to stand. So I pray your strength, dear warrior brothers and sisters. I pray your courage. I pray your connection to love continue to grow and be stronger and be revealed in the light. That we learn how to manage and maximize our peace. That we are radiating light forces of a truth that has long been absent in large measure on our earth. That as we resonate out these high callings of truth and integrity and depth of feeling and passionate commitment, that it sparks in others a desire for that truth and a willingness to shed their ideas of simply being mere humans, that they can awaken to the warrior for love that lives inside of them. Until the day that we reach critical mass on this warrior's path, inside of this Maya illusion that we living in, right? We're living in this thing. It's an illusion. I mean, nothing exists outside of this now moment. This now moment. Nothing. Everything is a possibility, yet to unfold and still possible to be changed. Those of us who walk the path of the warrior, we understand the power of the now moment. Those of us who walk understand the power of the now moment, in that when we stay here, yesterday doesn't matter and tomorrow is but a dream. We know that the present is it. So we become much more mindful of the decisions we make, so as not to have to carry certain kinds of energies to infect our new now moments that happened in the past, or potentially color and cause our hand to falter, our arm to falter, our shield to falter when we need it in the future. Warriors know that practice is the most important thing that we can do to hold the line. Hold up our little piece of the skies. I've heard from many in my ancestral walk, we hold up our little piece of the sky. We dance on our little piece of the earth. And as we activate, eventually we become the point at which the power resounds. And we connect with one another. Through the grid of our continued work, we connect with one another. Even as I sit here and as I talk, I see the lines leading out from me. I see them leading out from me. I see them in my mind. I see them going out from all parts of me. And I know that they are connecting into you, wherever you are, because we are warriors. This is what we do. So continue your practices, continue the refinement. We know that that's all this is, right? And if we don't know, let me be the one to share. That's all this is. Another day to do what we've always done. Show up and do our best. Dig in deeper, reach up higher. Expand, contract, breathe. Do what we must, which is sometimes way beyond what we want. The high calling of spirit calls us forward. And so as a high calling of spirit calls us forward from our crown, we wear the crown. We wear it. We wear the crown. We are held in the vision. Those virtues, they direct us when the world gets hectic and heavy and we have to say, how do I go on? How do I go on? And you're trying to find, once again, your true north as a warrior who has come from a fray in which it is very easy to feel completely at a loss. I can say that for me, my breath is the most faithful friend I have. My breath is my most faithful friend, and as I follow my breath, it leads me back to my heart. And from that place, whatever needs to happen in order to release the traumas of that moment, so I don't keep carrying it with me and I can get clean. Be that my eyes washing themselves, be that the energy of fire that rages through my body, be that the work of productivity that causes me to just do and move and shift and work it out until that energy has sweated out of my pores. As a warrior for light, a warrior of love, we find ways in which we shift so that we can recenter and not stay and carry the infection of the energies that are around us, because they are strong. They're strong, and if they can find a way to come in, they will. The energies of the world will find a way to come in if we allow. And sometimes spirit allows it. Sometimes it is allowed. Even if we do all that we can, it still happens. And then we have to battle. We have to battle inside of our souls. We have to battle outside in this world to maintain our peace and our righteous vision for a justice new day. We're holding up the banner for a justice new day. And it's hard to not give energy and lament. It's hard to not lament the realities. And so there are times when the warrior has to take up the shroud of the village crier. The village crier who has sang all the things and is going around telling all the people, this is what has happened today. And on this day, this pain has occurred. And I need to let you all know that on this day, this has occurred. And so we take up the role of the village crier, who then weeps, the village mother, who then cries and cries and cries. There are also times when the warrior will take up the role of the village child, who has cried and wept and now eyes open to see the sun shining in a new way. As they've released and now they can take on the wonder and the awe of the butterfly and the cardinal and the tree and the breeze. And they can again remember breath, their friend. Maybe be tickled by the scampering of the squirrels who remind you that there is real work to do in the world. Who can look at the ants who get about their business and go forth and do what they must, not just what they want. See, us warriors, we know what is right inside of us. It's the beat of our heart. It's the calling of our souls and our spirits. And as we move through this Maya, this muck, it's hard to believe that this work can actually do something different, build something real. But I'm here to stand in agreement with you that we are doing the work. This is the work. And so warriors, don't forget to play, don't forget to weep, don't forget to be the one who goes around and tells everybody the news and then goes back into your space of, I will do what I must. I don't know all of your skill sets, but I trust you, warrior, to have found them and to have them being revealed so that as you go into your classrooms or move through your day, or as you work with your children or your family, as you simply be a good neighbor, as you drive along the streets, as you share your words and your thoughts and your visions, however they come through you, that the work that you are doing is being done. Hello.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. How was your school? Are you done with your school stuff?
I mean, for Miss Hunter, yeah.
So
just have to do the rest of my daily log.
Okay.
I don't have art because we did that already. Music, I'm pretty much done with that.
Right.
And math, we have a math test at 12 o'clock. So
you have your science and your social studies test. So before you do a test thing, I'm thinking maybe you can go noodle or something to have a little fun for exercise, and then do one of your tests. Pull up your article and your test. How does that feel?
Yes.
That feels okay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I love you. Go get to it now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Would you like any water?
I have my water jug here, but I thank you. So, we do what we must to form new connections. And I've shared with you all before that part of how we begin to know, see, you can't look for it in the big, rude ways. We can't look for the changes and the shifts in the big ways. Start looking for the small, small. Look for the small, small, the neighbors speaking. Look for the people who you begin to see who feed you. Look for the people who feed and fill your cup. Look for the fact that you didn't get as angry this last time as you did before. Look for the fact that you were able to find your way back to your truth, and that look for the fact that you knew to go take a bath, or you knew to drink your water, or look for the fact that you are still here. Therefore, the battle is not over, and it's not ours. So, thank you all for tuning in to my conversation. Warriors, I see you. I am you. And this is a different type of warrior when we're working in the world of energetics. So it's really mostly about who we are being, holding a frequency. For some of us, we might be the only conscious frequency holders in our environment. There may be others holding frequency but not aware. So they can be, a strong wind can blow and shift them into another frequency, right? What happens when you feel the winds blow and you know, oh, I have to stand in my frequency, in my care, in my knowing, in my truth. That's a different type of that's a different kind of consciousness to the warrior path, right? But I thank you, and I see you, and we are learning how to navigate a frequency that is kaleidoscopic. I can't tell you who and what to be, warrior. You know that. I can simply share that. The heart as our badge. The sacred work of love. The high calling. It is to what I pledged my allegiance. And it goes beyond person, place, or thing. But it's held by bloodline. In fact, I'm restoring my bloodline as we speak, simply because I am choosing to go through the energetic shifts of making different choices in now moments. So, anyway, whew. Come on back. I'm trying to get, I'm in this space. I'm in this space. I think that I can be complete here. There may be more to say. It's the being, who we choose to be, with dedication and discipline and focus. It is our being, who we choose to be, that determines our doing, how we interact, how we take back by inches, known as moments, the new way, the new earth, the new light, holding it on the earth so that the sun can shine on more eyes. The wind can be felt on more skin. Freedom can be experienced by more beings. All right, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna bring it on in. I gotta do my prayer work. And then I can, after I complete my prayer work, I can move forward into the next parts of my morning day. But I'm so grateful to stand with you all. I'm so grateful to walk with you all. It's such a powerful force of good. It's a wave that's growing. And as the wave grows, every time it recedes from the land, we've scattered more seeds, more light, more truth. And just keep going. And I love you. Have a great rest of your day.